Hi, Harry.
Hey, Nick. That's good. I hear you. You hear me?
Yeah, we're
Good.
live,
Great.
so everyone can hear us. Here's to living. Hang on.
I think they call it living.
Here's to living live.
Live the living. Been living for years. 30 of them.
Here's to all the 30 livings.
Yeah.
Here's to all the 28 livings.
28?
Oh, sure. There's bound to be someone who's out there 28 and living.
Yeah, that's true. I was going to say, were you saying you're 28? You're like 40, aren't you?
Yeah, really nudging it.
Yeah,
Really nudging
This is
it.
for all the 28-year-olds, you know? 2018, 28-year-olds.
Yeah, 28. Yep. This is actually a very age-friendly show.
That's great. All ages. As long as that age is 28.
Yeah. Yep. I don't discriminate unless you're 27.
Yeah, you can fuck right off
Yep.
in our books.
Yep.
Sorry.
I don't discriminate unless you're...
And
No, I do discriminate actually. Like, I like kids, but only kids that I can relate to.
yeah,
So if you're a 3-year-old who can't form a sentence or play imagination games with me, I don't like you.
you can fuck right off.
But if you're a 6-year-old who likes to play imaginative games, you're my best friend.
Yeah, and you can tell your parents that.
Yep.
Okay, great.
I don't discriminate though.
No,
Here's to the 29 livings.
we're at 29 now.
Sure.
Okay, fuck 28-year-olds.
Yeah. We're it's a very...
I've said the word fuck like 4 times.
Yeah,
already.
maybe we should ease off on that because of these 6-year-olds I'm trying to woo. Well, not woo, but, you know, earn
like-
favour.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe, you know,
Or
I just
their
want
parents were trying to earn their favor.
I just want to play with their toys.
This is
I
all
do.
coming out very great.
Yeah, well, you know,
It's live radio.
it's the babble.
Yeah.
It's the babble.
So where were we with Jackie Chan? Jackie Chan
Oh, yeah,
is,
okay.
is a borderline silent old man, and he's going to war with the IRA, fronted by Pierce Brosnan or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
It's great. Great film.
What's his weapon of choice?
Homemade nitroglycerin.
Homemade
Yeah,
nitroglycerin.
he makes that shit himself. Puts it in like glass bottles, and then like rigs up little traps and shit. Does a couple of the little, you know, snake pit full of spikes. There's a couple of them.
Is he sporting a mullet?
No.
Damn.
Yeah, you're like not interested.
If you're gonna, yeah, if you're
If you
gonna
had a
relate-
mullet
if you had a mullet and he was making things, if he was being quite industrious,
and he was Jean-Claude Van Damme.
and he was Claude Van Damme, I'd be interested. But I don't discriminate, so here's to Jackie Chan.
To Jackie Chan. Hey,
Jackie Chan.
guy just can't die.
I wouldn't want him to.
No.
I feel like this piece of paper stuck to my gin is...
It's like a piece of toilet paper stuck to your
Yeah,
foot
it's
after
quite
you walked out of
comedic, and that,
toilet.
you know...
Nah, it's cool.
Thanks for the gin, Harry. I have Harry Pierce here, up on the Brownsnake, which we're kind of hiding from at this point. 'Cause it was,
Bit fierce.
as much as it was a gentle, slushy morning, it's now quite a harsh, muggy, overbearing afternoon. Yeah, let's have a look.
Yeah, we could probably do that. We could probably lift it up now.
Yeah. All right, let's
Let's do it. Oh, there we go. Now there's an actual reason for us to be wearing sunglasses.
What's that song? There is a song.
Yeah.
I wear my sunglasses at night.
Yeah.
I don't know who sings it.
Someone 80s. There's also that great ZZ Top song, Cheap Sunglasses.
Oh, that is a great song.
Oh, do we have to pay royalties if we want
Yeah,
to
if
play
I
that?
put that on the stream, then YouTube's
shut
going
us
to cut me
down.
out. Yeah, I get an immediate infringement notice to my email.
Yeah, they're like, Billy Gibbons
Ye-
is coming.
Yeah, and so we're just going to edit. We can, edit your stream.
Wow, they've just got an algorithm that
Yeah,
can hear
and
a
then
song.
all of my 3 watchers, subscribers, likers, and listeners
2
get
of them being 6-year-olds, which you just
curried
hurried their favour.
Yeah. They're like, Nick, I was going to share my.
Like Buzz Lightyear limited edition
Yeah.
chrome gold toy
Yep.
with you, and
Yep.
we were going to pretend to be space merchants, but no.
Not anymore, Nick. Now that I can't hear cheap sunglasses by...
Yeah. Or more so, they're just angry that you infringed copyright, you know?
Yeah, the 6-year-olds are equally as angry as YouTube and ZZ Top. And
Everyone's
they're all
mad.
rallying around me going, how dare you?
How dare you.
You should know better.
This is community radio.
Community radio, and you've got to set an example, much like I am actually right now. We have a bit of James Wright Trio and a bit of Brad and Brody, and together it makes
Brad, Brody, and James.
Brad, Brody, and James plus the other two in the
Plus
shadows.
the other two guys
Yeah,
whose names shall
they're
not
probably
be
guys. I
spoken.
imagine they're probably guys.
That's true. Humans.
Humans, yeah. The humans in the shadows. We can't talk because we can't see them. They're in the shadows.
We were in the shadows. Now the sun's
Now the sun's
back
back out, and we're out, you know, gin's warming up. Good gracious.
Am I on camera? Am I in frame? Am I too far back?
No, you're there.
Okay, good.
You're definitely there. Nothing to worry about.
Okay.
Everyone's there.
To all of the 3 to 6 watchers out there, thank you for tuning in. Is that what you say?
Tuning in. Thanks
in.
thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning
listening.
in.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for support. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Thanks for donating to my Patreon and my GoFundMe. And
Hey, that's cool.
thanks for watering my plants.
Oh, that your subscribers water your plants.
Yeah,
Wow.
my virtual plants. I have a virtual farm online. If you want to head to njr.farm.org.waterplants
Dot virtual crops
/ virtual crops dot free package dot water drop.
You will
Then
soon
you'll-
be feasting upon digital harvest.
Yeah. It's kind of like Bitcoin, but it's produce. So it's bit
It's like
produce.
Bitcoin, but worthless. Bit produce.
Bit produce. Well, someone's got to feed all the bytes. There's all these megabytes floating around in cyberspace that are very hungry.
Do you know what what is it? It's like a tenth or some fraction of a byte is called a nibble. But that also,
I really like that.
That also was from some trivia game that I don't know if it may have been written in the 90s when
The internet wasn't really established.
when
and
computers didn't really matter as much, and now any programmer you ask can probably be like,
no.
that's not the case. Also, if it was, who fucking cares?
Yeah.
We don't
Who
have.
wants to think about the small things? Right now we're working in
Yeah, I have an
tera
8
megabytes.
Yeah, I have a qual byte. I have a fucking
qual bytes.
shark bite on
Yeah.
my arm.
Trilobytes. Trilobytes.
Yeah.
Well, trilobytes are like the end form. They're like the end form in evolution. You know, Pokemon evolve.
Trilobytes, the
Well,
final
the
form
nibbles,
of the Bitcoin.
Nibbles is like the embryonic, or like the
Metapod.
metapod, or what's like, it's just some
Butterfree.
sort of, what's a single cell organism? It's like an amoeba.
Yeah.
That's a nibble.
Virus.
That's a nibble. And a trilobite
Trilobite
is like all of the internet plus
it's Mewtwo.
the future.
Yeah.
Mewtwo with a time machine. That's what.
Mewtwo with a time machine and an endless supply of Bitcoin and digital produce.
Yeah,
Great. Well,
I'm glad we established that.
yeah. Now we all know.
We're babbling on the Brownsnake.
It's almost a gold snake. Golden brown.
Well, yeah, you will see how
Texture
lovely.
like snake.
Yeah, a golden texture snake. You will see how beautiful it becomes, Harry, as the sun descends. Like right now, you can't really see anything because it's in your eyes.
Yeah, I can see.
But
Well, I've got some sweet polarized sunglasses, so I can see a bit. But yeah, definitely.
my sunglasses don't do jack.
They actually make it brighter.
Yeah, they don't even look good. I don't know why I wear them.
No, they look great. He looks great.
He looks great. Thank you, Harry.
I was talking about them.
Thanks for joining me here
Thank
on the
you
Brown
for having
Snake.
me on Brownsnake. It's an honor. Number 10, Brownsnake X.
This is yes,
iOS X.
yes.
That wasn't a plug.
This is BSX.
BSX.
BSX. Yeah,
Nice. I like that. BMX. BSX.
BSX.
Australian Stock Exchange.
Yeah, Farm Exchange.
Sorry, Digital Produce
Exchange. Yeah, we'll give you, if you're part of the live stream, we might give you a shot at the river at some stage. Maybe.
So, first person to comment, I'll give you $5. Someone anyone comments, can you tell if they comment?
I can always check how many people are
Watching.
attached to the stream, and
it's 0.
well, my bandwidth is having such a great time right now that it won't
like-
even scroll down to the point where it shows you
Yeah, right.
who's engaging.
It's best we don't know, because there's probably heaps
Oh,
of people.
yeah, because you just see there's 0 people, then, you derail all the really meaningful conversation
That's
into
right.
nonsense.
They might not get to hear about the digital produce.
Yeah, like,
No, it's best. Well, it's also best we don't know, because it might get stage fright. There'll be like 30 subscribers, 30 platform enthusiasts online,
I'm a platform enthusiast for sure.
and we'll freak out about it.
Yeah. So it's not playing along.
That's fine.
I'm just gonna open this a little bit.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah. Just gonna see how it goes.
Yeah, that's that bit I was looping before.
Yeah.
That's good.
We might change it up, and we can put the ball in the other court, so to speak.
Yeah. So these guys, what is it, James?
This is James Wright Trio over the top of Brad and Brody.
James Wright Trio. And
Yeah,
they're
they're
from Brisbane.
Yeah, this is all Brisbane music.
Right.
Brownsnake is all about Brisbane. You get Brisbane people to sit on the Brisbane River
Brown Brisbane Snake River.
with Brisbane music, and you talk.
Brisbane bullshit.
Yeah.
Talk BS on the BS.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
James
So then
Wright
when
Trio.
people will punch into Google, some sort of anthropologist will go to Google and say, "Hey Google, show me what Brisbane people are like."
What do they talk about?
Just now punch in all the correct keywords,
Jackie Chan.
all the right tags, yep. And it'll bring up this top hit. And they'll be able to listen and watch via the live stream, or they might even find it via 4ZZ's digital stream.
Yeah.
And they will find out what
They'll find a
Brisbane's
little bit
all
about Brisbane. Like when Lily Dallas is trying to learn about the world in Fifth Element, and she watches all the videos and stuff. Before she gets to the really depressing parts watching about war,
Yep.
she'll get a little stream and she'll watch a little bit of Nick
Brisbane.
and Harry.
Yeah.
She'll be like, what is Brisbane? And then
And instead of
she'll watch this
multipass,
in
she'll say go card,
she'll say,
go card,
Brownsnake, go card. Lily Dallas, go card.
river cat.
Yeah. UQ, tennis.
Yeah.
No running.
No run,
No running.
no running,
No running.
no running.
You heard it here first, folks.
Well, you heard it here second.
can
The
get-
guy who was running on the tennis courts of UQ heard it first. Well, we hope he heard it first.
Well,
Well, they were quite
might not have been
aggressive, so
listening.
yeah,
I'm just really into the.
yeah.
Really close to
And that mic will pick up all the really rich tones.
And you can hear weeping to my larynx.
I should have given you something crunchy to eat.
There's chips.
There was chips. Shout
They're
out to
not- they're
Michaela
not-
Roddle for donating chips to the Brownsnake this afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No chips allowed on live streams. That's a pretty golden rule.
I've broken that so many times already.
Yeah.
I had
Is
money-
that like you're not supposed to rename a boat? You're not supposed to eat chips on live streams?
You're not meant to eat chips on air of anything, really.
Yeah, you're not supposed to eat.
But
eat
I broke
especially
that.
chips.
I broke that. Well, when I broke that rule, they were actually honey glazed peanuts, so they were quite crunchy. And shout out to Muddy Channa. Those boys totally made the most of eating really hard, crispy nuts into the microphone.
Yeah, right. They gave you some hard, crispy nuts.
Yeah.
In the microphone. Well, I can't match that. I can do this though. You can barely really hear it.
Yeah. I
It's
should
more-
give you a straw or something. Yeah, okay, well,
This is cool. Cool, I like that.
it's going to float on down the Brownsnake, thanks to James Wright and Brad and Brody.
I like that.
Yeah, no, it's like just a live EP. It's like 3 tracks, but
The James Wright.
yeah. But they're really good musicians. Oh, I don't know about this. This sounds a bit serious.
That sounds a bit like jazz.
Yeah.
Oh.
The cool thing about this is that I don't have to be special about it. I can just go,
Yeah.
and we're back.
And we're back.
Welcome back to the Brownsnake. I have with me Harry Pierce
Hello.
of West End, currently joining me here for Sunday afternoon. Maybe it's Friday night. We welcome you here tonight with the Brownsnake.
Maybe it's Friday night.
Well, I kind of have to. I don't really have to mark time at all, because it just gets recorded and uploaded, and people can access it whenever they damn well want.
Yeah. But right now it is.
But it's nice to orient people. Like, if you're watching the live stream, you should be pretty damn well. You should know that it's Sunday afternoon. And same if you're listening on Friday night. You know it's Friday night. I can't do deliberate time checks, but it's just like, I don't know.
It's no harm in talking.
Don't know. I'm
about
trying to
the
talk
time
myself into it at this point. I think.
Yeah.
I listen to myself, but I don't have to do it.
No.
Anyway.
As I was saying, Jackie Chan. No.
I don't know. Maybe I might move. Let's actually. Hey, do you want to hear Brad and Brody in full?
All right. Let's fade it out.
Yeah. So I'll fade
Fade
James
it in,
Wright
rather.
trio, and this song's particularly magic. And then I'll show you the river. I'll show you the river. Brownsnake.
Well, she loves everything that you like to give, and no longer likes the way that we all live. Can't you tell that now her soul is in your hands? Well, I hope someday my butterfly lands on the ground. Every morning after the sun comes up from the ground, I like to look up into it once and for time. Whisper in my head, telling me that I'm longing to live. A butterfly sees an open sky, someday that she will fly. A butterfly got tattooed wings, they're never gonna work because they're only drawings. A butterfly sees an open sky, sitting in the corner with a tear in her eye. A butterfly got tattooed wings, they're never gonna work because they're only drawings. They're only drawings, they're only drawings. So now this life she's told her progress to a hole, dug by the butterfly who doesn't think it's wrong. Can't you tell that in this life there is one major risk, and that's to live with what you have and never take the risk? No. Butterfly sees an open sky, hope someday that she will fly. A butterfly got tattooed wings, they're never gonna work because they're only drawings. Butterfly sees an open sky, sitting in the corner with a tear in her eye. Butterfly got tattooed wings, they're never gonna work because they're only drawings. They're only drawings, they're only drawings.
So I gave you a taste of Brad and Brody, and a taste of the chips that we have. Shout out to Michaela Rodolph for the donation.
Thanks, Michaela Redwell. Chips.
And
She's watching right now. We know she is.
she's totally watching. She was on a plane at some stage, but she's bound to be back in Sydney now.
I think they play this shit on the plane.
Actually,
I signed a
not to
deal
jump
with
the gun,
Jetstar.
but I am in negotiations with Virgin to have a live stream straight into their Virgin mobile apps. You know, have the entertainment app on the phone. Shout out to Virgin for not sponsoring this show yet, but I've given you plenty of profitable airtime here. Where's my money? But anyway, so I'm just in negotiations at this point. Not only with Red Rock Jelly chips, the crunchiest chips known to the Brownsnake, but
The camera's not up there. I can't even be like.
yeah, you can't. That's why you got to shout it out. Shout out Red Rock.
Red Rock Deli, sea salt deli style potato.
Red Rock on the Brownsnake.
Oh yeah.
And then there's also, of course, and then I'm in negotiations with Virgin to have this streamed across the app.
So it's the only thing, while we're streaming, it's the only thing you can watch or listen to. Nothing else is available.
Yeah, if you want to use entertainment
That's
on
what
a
you
Virgin
can.
flight,
You're
you
the
can
option.
only watch the Brownsnake. That's when you leave Brisbane, that is. It's like a tourism campaign to make you want to come back. So as you leave, you're like, oh, look at the Brisbane River and hear all these really intelligent, eloquent attractively
Learned young humans.
charismatic people.
Yeah, talking about
Brisbaneites.
real life shit.
Yeah, I got to get back there. Like, as soon as I have like a strong internet connection again, I'm going to book another flight back via Virgin.
And then we could do one of these in an airplane, but when they do the thing where they fly up and they free fall, so you get zero gravity. We could
Yeah.
do,
And I
you
know on
zero gravity brown snake, but the plane is made of glass, so we can see the Brisbane River while we're falling and podcasting.
That's an amazing idea.
I just like to call this podcasting.
Well, yeah, it is a podcast, and as such, seeing as we're at the beginning of the episode, I have to shout out all my sponsors. So, if you like to eat, why not Red Rock Dolly Chips? Dolly Chips.
Have you heard of
Red Rock
Hunger?
Dolly? What?
Have you heard of hunger, Rodwell?
Actually, you know what? I have.
Have you experienced it for yourself?
You know what? I have.
Do you know what you could do to battle said hunger?
What's that?
You
Eat
could-
Red Rock Dolly
you could
Chips.
Try.
Oh, it's not.
Just out of focus.
Oh, we got a glimpse. There we go.
Red Rock Dolly
There we go.
Chimps. Red Rock
Yeah.
Dolly Chimps.
Red Rock Dolly Chimps.
The greatest tasting.
If you visit
fruit around.
redrockdollychimps.com //
digital
Brownsnake and type in the code DollyChimp,
10%
you can
off
get
your
10% off
first
your first
discount.
packet of Red Rock Dolly Chimps. And as goes with Virgin, if you go to virginaustralia.com / Brownsnake, you are now eligible for 10% off Brisbane to Sydney flights, one way Sydney to Brisbane.
With a complimentary packet of Brownsnake Babblin limited edition Nangs.
Because we're all about imbibing harmful chemicals here on the brown snake. That's why I dip my feet up into the brown snake sometimes.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, just to soak up all the fuel and the paint chips.
And a couple of, maybe the blood of a few innocent slain humans.
Yes, shout out to bull sharks.
Shout out to bull sharks. If you go to bullsharks.com /
If you go to brown snake bull shark / bullshit. Okay, all right, hang on. Let's just cool this right down.
All right, what
Let's
if I
cool it
feed you
right
a little
down.
bit of my biscuits? You want to turn me up? I'm not allowed to have any silence.
Well, yeah, let's
Can we do that? Are we doing this? Can we do this?
yeah, we can totally do this. We
What do
can
you want
I just don't know. I just don't know what I'm doing. I just don't know what I'm
Alright,
doing.
just turtle
Is
knobs.
this panic? Is this what panic sounds like on the radio?
They have those, like, they have a panic button on some things.
Sorry, what?
You know, like some hardware stuff just has panic, or like MIDI stuff has a panic button. So when shit gets hectic, you just press the panic button
and it takes-
just cuts everything.
Oh, I thought it took control, but yeah, I can cut everything.
Maybe.
Anyway, so Harry Pierce here makes things,
Yeah.
and he's made some things for us today.
This song is made entirely using Red Rock Dolly.
And so while he plays it, we'll bring you back from the river into my lounge room here on the Brown Snake. Do you want me to fade out of this? And
Yeah, fade me in. I'm already up, but like maybe.
you're up. So
Delicious.
What a journey. I'm telling you,
It is.
such a journey. Brownsnake. This has been a really eventful Brownsnake already.
Has it?
Yeah, we're half hour through, and what is this? This is just calm yourself. You're really enjoying those chips, huh?
Oh yeah.
I'm hungry.
Me and Michaela.
You and Michaela.
Plain salt, please.
Yeah, okay.
That's all. And the chips, obviously.
Oh yeah, Red Rock Dolly chimps. I got to mention them as much as possible within an hour to secure my.
Because then
I get $2 per mention, so in order to
Wow.
me make rent, I've got to like mention them every minute.
that's good bank. He's making bank here, kids.
Making bank. I'm trying to teach the 6-year-olds about how to engage
easy
in
it is-
modern capitalism.
Yeah, how easy it is to sell your soul
Yeah.
to a chip company that's maybe owned by Nestle.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to say Nestle online? That's like a golden rule, isn't it?
You've said it now. I'm now sponsored.
Billy
I'm now
Gibbons.
sponsored by the very company that will steal water and sell it back to you.
Yeah, they would. The whole reason we started this show was to battle Nestle's
Bring it down from the inside, man.
bastards. What are we listening to now, Nicholas?
Well, this is still Brad and Brody.
Really?
But,
Oh, and then you've got some synth.
but I've mixed it in with some clickbait.
That's a good name for a band.
Shout out to Community Radio for always supplying me with so many weird and wonderful artists. So
Yeah.
clickbait, and this song's called Mansplain.
Oh, that is two buzzwords of the internet.
Yeah.
I love it.
But if you were to type those two words into
You're not going to get
the
this song.
interwebs, you're going to get everything but this song. Maybe they're trying to hide.
Yeah, hide in plain sight.
Yeah.
Hide in plain chips.
Oh. Well, that's partly what I was on about. Partly what I was on about in that blurb for this episode was about perception.
Yeah.
And I was trying to think about, there's a quote from Douglas Adams' Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Well, I think it's one of the later ones, like Thanks for All the Fish.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the exact one, but there's aliens hiding in plain sight. Arthur Dent finally makes it back to Earth. And whatever he's trying to do, I don't know, some sort of nonsensical plot device that he's engaged in. But he makes, Douglas Adams, with all his remarkable talent, makes this great point about how humans can't see the thing that they don't know. So aliens could be right in front of you. You don't know that it's an alien because you don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Right? So it's hiding in plain sight. Yeah, but of course, his is much more eloquent and like really nails it on the head. You're like, oh, wow, that's profound. Me, it's just like, I can't remember what it is, but it goes this little something like this.
Man, when I read it, it sounded good.
Yeah. Shout out to Douglas Adams and Ford Prefect.
Who's also a sponsor of the show.
Yeah. Shout out to...
Whether he's alive or not,
What is that drink? The Beeble... There's like a gallblaster or a Beeble...
Oh, yeah.
Beeble gallblaster or something. Some sort of galactic cocktail they drink and it's amazing. Shout out to Ford Prefect. He was my spirit animal.
Zaphod Beeblebrox.
Zaphod Beeblebrox was also a spirit animal of mine for a little bit as well.
Although, I'm just going to raise an interesting point that as white people, we should stop saying we have spirit animals. I think it's our responsibility to stop that because...
Is that appropriation?
Oh, big time.
Oh, damn it.
I think it's a bit of a yeah.
All right, I'll let it go.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry to crush your dreams, but I think we don't get...
Well,
part of being white is we don't get a spirit animal. Our spirit animal is capitalism, except we don't get a spirit animal. You know what I mean? Our spirit animal is colonialization.
Yeah.
Colonialization? That's not a word. Colonization.
We can't say spirit tool, can we? Can we say spirit tool?
There is no spirit. White man has no spirit.
Oh, man.
No, that's not true. But
hey, so I looked up the name of just a really nice, neat segue into culture. I shared this morning. My sister and I looked into what Woolloongabba means. Yeah,
right.
And it's actually kind of contested, but there's one that suggests that it means it's a place of fight and talk. So it was a common ground where people, maybe not tribes, but people would come up and there was two escarpments where they could look down upon where people will either fight or talk.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So it's like you go there to either
sort your shit out,
hash out some beef with your mate,
or
with your not mate, and then people would gather and watch, in the stadium.
Woolen means this is the well, there's many ideas about how it translates, but the fun one was, what's fun is that there's now a sporting arena in that place, so that makes it fun. That makes this translation fun, is that Woolen means the fight place and Gabba means the two ridges.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Which it's hard to even think of the two ridges. What ridges? We probably bulldozed them.
It's a fairly large area. And I imagine it's probably been...
Place of fight and talk between two ridges.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well,
what makes it even cooler for that translation is that there's now a sporting arena smack bang on what it was named
where they quite often have organised fighting.
Yeah, organised fighting.
Which, I'm sure football fans wouldn't appreciate me calling it that, but fighting over a ball.
Fighting over a ball and white painted grass.
Yeah, desperately trying to get said ball between two metal poles.
Yeah.
Look at me just down talking sport. Crushing spirit animals.
Yeah. Oh, man. But Red Rock Dolly chimps.
Yeah, that's fine.
Uncrushable.
Unless they're in your mouth. Delicious every time. Thank you, please, and thank you.
See what we do have.
I swear I'm actually normally really funny when I'm not on radio. You just know as soon as you know you're being filmed or something, you're just like, I'm just going to turn it on now and I'll be so funny. But in reality...
I'm very serious.
Well, in reality, I'm a witty guy. But then, now that I know I'm being filmed, I'm just a pretentious git.
Like, no.
You can't have a spirit animal.
Well... This is what we're good at.
Yeah. More fighting, less talking.
Just dancing.
Yeah, I want to hear that song. I want to hear...
What song? Dancing songs?
Yeah, I want to hear that. I want to hear the... What's this? This is clickbait. I love it.
Clickbait with mansplain.
Twice as high.
I love it.
So what I've done is I've synced the tempos to Butterfly by Brad and Jody, and now it sounds like this.
Oh, really? That's not what the vocals.
Yeah, so let me show you what it's really meant to sound like.
Great, I'd love to. Panic.
Small runt. You all gaslight. Like fuck, like fuck.
It's hard to say it.
I see you, I know you. You can
Hey,
hide what you
What a
try
different song when you slow it down.
Yeah, right?
to see you.
Let me just
I like to slow down.
grimier.
Yeah, it is.
Kind of reminds me of Gary Newman's Cars or something.
Yeah. I love it.
I don't know if this appeals to my 6-year-olds that I'm trying
Yeah,
to
sorry
curry
for all
favor
the
with.
6-year-olds. Oh, my dad is watching. My dad's just sent me a text. By my dad, I mean my Brisbane dad, who's my boss. Nothing more, no friends. Shout out to Greater Brisbane Gardens, the best gardening. I'm not allowed to do that.
No, you can. They just have to give me free plants from now on.
Yeah, we'll give you so many shovels.
Give me all the shovels.
This is
And
Greater Brisbane Gardens.
I'm going to need some pitchforks to fight off all the pitchforks
Have
that are
you-
coming for me now that I've
Yeah, Billy Gibbons
used
wielding it.
spirit animal and
He,
whatnot.
he
in
just
proper.
texted me, said, "Can I start being funny?" Yeah,
Yeah, come on, man. Give me the funny things.
I got nothing to say with it. I'm just truly just.
Cut down.
Yeah, it's just true.
Cut down with a freshly sharpened tomahawk for sale at garden
Greater
stores.
Brisbane Gardens .com// 10% off.
10% off every tomahawk available at Brisbane Gardens now that you punch in the code word Harry's not funny.
Can you start being funny?
Can you start being funny?
Yeah,
Well, shout out to them. I got a brand new. I'm collecting sponsors by the minute here on the Brownsnake
yeah.
because the babble has been thick, so thick.
Thick and juicy. Oh, that's gross. I wish I hadn't said that.
Well, no, the Brisbane River is actually quite thick.
Is it?
Yeah, we'll go down afterwards. We'll sit on Joe's jetty and we'll.
It's more viscous than regular water.
Totally.
Gross.
Yeah. Well, I think there's some sort of
Thickening agent.
thickening agent in the river, and it's not just flour. Like,
It's not corn flour.
it's not corn flour. You know, something else going on. If you know what's going, this is radio. If you know what's going on, let us know.
Call up.
Text in on
1-800-612-835-491-216-4318-12156
and enter the code. I know what's up, and
I know
we'll-
why the Brisbane River's so thick.
and we'll patch you through to my producer who sits just off camera here. Wave for the off camera people.
Thick.
That's another thing I learned from Gerhard Richter at Gomar is about the way photographs are framed, then it decontextualizes the image, and so they're kind of this perfect. Well, not even that. They're this snapshot of something else. Because you don't know what the context is, then it can be anything. And so
Just shapes and colours.
I'm not doing it justice.
No. I didn't mean to agree with you so quickly.
No.
No, you're not.
No, you totally do that because I know this is the Brownsnake. This is where the brown flows freely, and
Brown.
the brown, yeah, totally.
Sweet brown.
That sweet brown nonsense. Did you go? Have you been?
Yeah. I was stoked to go and see like a painting exhibition for once at Gomar, because it's usually, you know, contemporary art.
Yeah.
Not much painting, but I actually liked his photographs the most. That big long hallway of all these tiny little photos and painting over certain little photos. That was my jam for sure.
That was when I got in there. I was totally like, it was such a whiplash because as you go through Gomar for this exhibition, there's all these paintings of photos where he's undermining the idea of photos.
And then you see that photo.
And so you're like,
later
all right,
on.
so photos are meaning, that's fine. Okay, I get it. Thanks, Gerhard. And then you go into this little narrow grey hall,
And he's like,
and it's just like 150,000 photos, tiny ones where you have to pay like real close attention.
yeah,
And he's like, gotcha.
psych.
You know, here's
Gotcha.
like 10,000 photos for you to look at.
You didn't think I had it
But they
in
looked
me.
at like all those landscapes are amazing.
Yeah, some of the
Like-
ones that's just, and he'd cut like just like horizon lines and just have water, but then the sky would just be water too, so it's just like that same thing.
Yes, those ones.
You know that's my jam.
Yeah, well, that was my sister's jam as well. She's like, I really like these ones.
Yeah.
And that was one of those ones specifically.
I All right, what else?
What is going on? People are just like...
That was your phone number.
Was it? What?
All right, fade me in again. Can we do that?
Oh, what fake? Yeah, okay. Oh, panic.
Press the panic button.
All right, okay. You're in. about 13 minutes. Mics are off, so stop cussing out all those people you don't like whilst we're, you know.
We're not playing at home. How's the view now?
How's the view now?
How do you like me now?
How do you like those?
Apples.
I wonder what, there's bound to be some sort of fruit that is edible.
Yeah, there's bound to be one of the fruits is edible, I'm sure.
Yeah. It's along here along the banks. I spent
You know what I mean?
on Invasion Day, I spent like the morning where you are, just in quiet contemplation about the things that Invasion Day is about.
Yeah.
And I remember in like, you might be, because we went to similar area schools.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember in primary school, one of my assignments was to do a report on, we were taught all about the indigenous use of local plants and whatnot, flora and fauna. And I was assigned the cabbage palm.
Yeah.
And it's like this remarkable palm that you can use for, it's really sinewy and strong.
And you see them just popping up in the like dairy fields in like Maru Meadow and like that area.
From like Kiama through to Mollymook, you know? Or Ulladulla, Ulladulla, as I once saw a weatherman from Sydney pronounce it. He had no idea how to pronounce that.
He
it's
really?
Ulladulla, man.
He jazzed it up, didn't he?
Ulladulla. If there's any way to anglicize something, it's to transform Ulladulla into Ulladulla. But yeah, so I was remember like that's like one of the strongest memories of me learning something in primary school was this indigenous project where like this is how they used to do it. You write up a report about how to make the most of the cabbage palm tree.
You went on Encyclopedia Britannica that you had the
I probably went on
version.
Yes, yeah, and I totally studied up the cabbage tree palm, and it was a very useful tree.
That's good to know.
And I was thinking that's such a great bit of knowledge to have, right? One of my favorite fantasies is the apocalypse.
Yeah.
And whilst I don't truly believe I would survive very long.
No.
I do like to think that I would be able to
fantasize about what
I do.
You would do to survive.
And so I have this little bit of indigenous knowledge where I can utilize the cabbage palm tree, right?
But how do you cut it down?
With my bare hands.
My beaver teeth.
With my with the calluses on my heels.
With the small tomahawk hatchet.
Oh yes, with the tomahawk, the cheap tomahawk from Gardening
Australia.
Gardening Australia. If you go online and use the code Harry's Not Funny.
Heat it, cundle.
But so I'm always thinking about bush tucker and all those kinds of things. There's so much more indigenous knowledge that doesn't get utilized or taught, right? Did you have anything like that in Falls Creek?
Like bush tucker? Oh, I mean, not that I'm aware of, but there's like a big pocket of native forest behind my primary school, almost a rainforest, and that would have been riddled with things you could have eaten.
Yeah, of course.
I remember eating the lamandra grasses. You could pull them out, and there's the rhizome you can eat at the bottom of them, I think.
And they were kind of citrusy, weren't they?
Yeah, it was kind of a bit tangy or something.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about fruit, you have some serious. Well, if you're playing at home, there's those two massive dragon fruit vines, the cactusy vine things that are growing on those trees down there.
Oi.
Dragon fruits are in fruit at the moment. We've got a couple going.
Oi.
Give it a little zoom in. You can see them. They're hefty little vines.
Yes, you can kind of see them there now. If you're part of the live stream, you can always go to my YouTube, NJR something. I think it's NJR.
You should probably know the name.
You should probably know what my YouTube channel is, but you can kind of see them. The glare is pointing right into that camera, so it kind of cuts out a little bit of it. But you can see this clump. There's the awning, and there's a big bush, and there's there's a single tree that has a nice neat fork, and then the one to the right of it, that's the dragon fruit vine.
Growing up a dead tree. And that's where you get the fruits, kids.
That movement doesn't really make it much better, but now you know.
But 100% not a native, I'm pretty sure.
Really?
I don't think so.
Alright, we'll just retract the past.
it is something that you can eat that's on the river. You're like, there's surely got to be a fruit you can eat.
Now. Yeah, now.
Right now, you can get down there and eat it. Get down there. So this is what it feels like to be professional. To be a professional.
That's what I was saying. This is me breaking all my rules in that, you know, usually I put the title screen up to move the camera and people don't see me bumble around and shift the camera and whatnot. I've just
Usually-
broken all those in order to show people how to survive on the Brownsnake. By eating cabbage, no what? Dragon fruit.
Eating bull sharks.
Pulling our bull sharks with the cabbage tree palms and creating a side of dragon fruit vine.
Yeah.
That's
a healthy
gourmet.
diet.
That's gourmet Australiana.
That's a healthy diet that you can just live on for weeks, if not years.
However long it takes. The last time I spoke of the apocalypse on the Brownsnake, I suggested mixing sugar with dust. So this is a great step up.
Yeah, right.
Now that
Mixing
you have-
sugar with dust and then.
Well, imagine
and
that, like a
snorting
nice
it.
brown
Snake.
gee bugger. A nice bull shark fillet, right? That you've caught with a net made out of cabbage palms,
Yeah. Sinewy cabbage palms.
sinewy cabbage palms, and then you've got a nice side of dragon
Dragon dust.
palms. Exactly. Think about
Dust. 1 part dust, 1 part sugar, 2 part dragon scales that you've harvested.
it. Dragon scale Z.
Yeah. Yeah, on the harvest.
That's how you harvest the fruit. Is that you just channel that? What is it? Ki? What do they channel those
Chi.
cartoon dudes? They just go.
Super Saiyan.
Yeah, those guys. Whatever they channel to make themselves peroxide their hair.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
Chi.
Chi.
Magma. Medium strength.
We
Hot sauce.
I gotta say, I had an inkling today. I sat right here where I am and right where you were, my sister was, and we were just having a quick cuppa before I took her to the airport, and I was explaining how the Brownsnake works, and there was a bit of rain, and I was like, this is good fodder for a good strong babble with my friend Harry Pierce.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, you haven't disappointed today, Harry. The babble has been strong.
And I feel like there's been plenty of times when we're not being filmed and recorded, and it is so thick and fast. I'm just totally conscious of everything I'm saying because,
You know that it's being broadcast.
yeah. And so that's kind of making me feel like a contrived twerp, but, you know, maybe I am. Anyway.
Maybe that's okay, so I wonder, like, sometimes I pull people onto the Brownsnake and
Sometimes like drag people into
pull them into the water.
to hold them under.
Drink it.
Drink the brown dust.
I invite people down here onto the banks of the silty Brownsnake, and kind of what this is that I just kind of documenting their experience as they go, oh wow, I can sit here and look down upon this Brisbane landmark, and this is what I'm capable of once I'm experiencing Brisbane fully, right?
Yeah.
And some people become quite silly, people become quite inspired,
Yeah,
and some people just become like absorbed and don't say anything, right?
yeah.
I find it interesting that you've kind of balanced your natural proclivity for bullshit with a certain level of self-conscious moderation.
Yeah, I think on episode 110, by that
You'll
time-
come in here rip-roaring and naked
Yeah,
and
I'll
just
give it-
shake a maraca for an hour.
Yeah, and that'll be just the real me.
The real you.
I'll feel so relaxed.
Yeah. It's a bit glorious. You can't actually see me on the live stream currently. I'm being washed out by a big halo,
Hello.
a big halo of light.
That's fine. It's just me.
Well, yeah, like, I'm not worried because, if you pay attention to this at all, it means you see me every time.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. I mean, it's
It,
just,
it really is more about you than it is about me. No, actually, no, fuck you. It's about the damn river. It's about the
the
damn
goddamn brown river, which is
Yeah.
probably just a big glowing ball of
You can't see anything. You can see that my Red Bull and my green Zai, my bonsai.
bonsai.
Let's change it up. Can I just play? I want to play a really nice tune to see us
Yeah.
out.
Bung a tune out.
I got a Primitive Motion released this song recently, which is Beautiful. Where is it? Primitive motion. Yeah, it's this really nice piece. Oh, I should fade one of these things out there first, shouldn't I? Oh no, stuff it. We'll do it live. Boys, try this out for size. Radio silence. So Harry, mics haven't faded out yet, but seeing as we've got like 2 minutes left and this song goes for 3 minutes 50, no one's going to see the end of us or the song, but thank you for joining me here today.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it.
It's been a pleasure. It's
I hope
always fun.
so. I hope so.
Thank you, Brownsnake.
And I'll leave you with it. This is Primitive Motion with Feed the Signals.